Hello, I'm Sneha Koshi. Several vehicles were set on fire. Stones were thrown and shops were ransacked as clashes between two groups broke out in West Bengal's Howrah amid Ram Navami celebrations. Visuals showed several vehicles engulfed in flames and a heavy police deployment, including riot control force in the area. The violence broke out when a Ram Navami procession was crossing the Karipara locality. A number of cars, including a few police vehicles, were damaged during the violence, and the security personnel had to fire tear gas shells to disperse the mob. I'm being joined by my colleague Saurabh Gupta. Saurabh, you're on the ground, you're where all of this was unfolding. What is the situation there currently?
Well, the police have managed to calm and, to that area. This, of course, like you said, broke out during a Ram Navami procession. The allegation from one side is that when that Ram Navami procession was passing, there were some comments made which instigated the violence. The other side says that, when the Ram Navami was passing, there was stone pelting and the violence was started by the other side. That's, of course, the allegations and counter-allegations. Now, obviously, this was an area which was sensitive, and Ram Navami has seen incidents in the past as well, where processions that have been passing through areas, often with, very loud DJ music, has led to unrest and, sometimes instigated violence. But that is, of course, a matter of investigation now as to how it started, who started it, why it started. The police were there, riot control police were pressed into action. There was stone pelting of several rounds. In fact, we were there at that place when that stone pelting took place. But the police managed to bring the situation under control in a couple of hours, and also managed to bring calm to that area. The situation is calm now. Peace has returned, but of course, there is a worry. So there is obviously police personnel posted there. The worry really is that the police have managed to bring calm, but they just don't want any more flare-ups.
Right.
And in that context, riot control police will remain deployed for a while. Top police officials, including the Commissioner of Police for Howrah, was present on the spot to bring the situation under control.
Right, Saurabh. Very unfortunate situation there unfolding. However, the BJP has hit out at the Chief Minister of West Bengal, Mamata Banerjee, alleging that she's a failure as a Home Minister. Let's listen to what Mamata Banerjee herself has said.
আমি দাঙ্গাকারীদের প্রশ্রয় দিই না, আমি দাঙ্গাকারীদের দেশের শত্রু মনে করি।
A police team was attacked and several of their vehicles were set on fire during a violent clash between two groups in Maharashtra's Aurangabad on Wednesday evening. An argument between the two groups of young men had snowballed into the clash in Aurangabad, which has been renamed as Chhatrapati Sambhaji Nagar. A heavy police force has been called in the area to prevent a communal escalation, especially because of Ram Navami and the month of Ramzan. The situation, they say, is now under control. Let's listen to what the Chief Minister of Maharashtra has had to say.
मी माहिती सगळी घेतलेली आहे. त्यामध्ये राम मंदिर तिकडे आहे. त्या राम मंदिरावरून थोडासा वादविवाद झाला, परंतु आता सध्या पूर्णपणे पोलिसांच्या कंट्रोलमध्ये तिथला संपूर्ण परिसर आहे आणि सर्वांनीच त्या ठिकाणी शांतता राखली पाहिजे. रामनवमीचा उत्सव आहे आणि आपल्या राज्यामध्ये सर्व धर्मीय सर्व सण एकत्र येऊन साजरे करतात. त्यामुळे सर्व धर्मीयांना माझं आवाहन आहे.
And hours after Germany's comments on Rahul Gandhi's disqualification as a parliamentarian, it's been a war of words between the Congress and BJP. First, a Congress leader thanked Germany. Later, Congress officially distanced itself from the senior leader's remarks amid a huge backlash from the BJP.
It becomes very difficult for...
First it was the US and now the German government commenting on Rahul Gandhi's disqualification as MP and on democratic values and freedom of expression in India.
Politiker Rahul Gandhi zur Kenntnis genommen, ebenso wie die Suspendierung seines Parlamentsmandats. Nach unserer Kenntnis stehen Herrn Gandhi gegen das Urteil Rechtsmittel offen. Dann wird sich zeigen, ob dieses Urteil Bestand hat und ob die Voraussetzung für die Suspendierung des Mandats überhaupt gegeben ist. Wir erwarten, dass die Standards in Bezug auf die Unabhängigkeit der Justiz und demokratische Grundprinzipien auch für das Verfahren gegen Rahul Gandhi gelten.
Senior Congress leader Digvijaya Singh triggered a controversy with this tweet, thanking the German Foreign Ministry. Top BJP ministers hit back with the finance, law and information and broadcasting ministers targeting the Congress for what they said was inviting foreign intervention in domestic affairs.
Today, the statement made by the Congress leaders, the manner in which Digvijay Singh is seen cheering, the statement made by Germany as regards an internal matter of India, shows that this is not a sayog, but it is actually a prayog.
Congress, finding it hard to defend Digvijay's words, chose to distance themselves. But then it took them good 6 hours to make up their mind. And when they put out their statement, their words were carefully chosen. Meanwhile, the attack on Modi government continued unabated. Today, the lead was taken by the Chief Minister of Delhi, Mr. Arvind Kejriwal, and the Bengal Chief Minister, Mamata Banerjee.
BJP is behaving just like a feudal landlord. अगर बीजेपी के खिलाफ में कोई कुछ बोलता है, उसको जेल में फेंक देता है.
The Delhi Chief Minister and his party launched posters against the Prime Minister in 11 languages.
देखिए, सबसे पहले तो आज जो मुल्क के हालात बने हैं, आज जो देश के हालात बने हैं, अगर इस देश के अंदर कोई पढ़ा लिखा प्रधानमंत्री होता, कोई शिक्षित प्रधानमंत्री होता, तो शायद ये मुल्क के हालात ना होते.
और जिस प्रकार से आप मोदी जी को, जिस प्रकार से आप दुष्प्रचार कर रहे हैं, उनको अनपढ़ बोल रहे हैं, उनको गालियां निकाल रहे हैं, देश की जनता देख रही है.
National politics ahead of the 2024 general elections is going to be about BJP versus the opposition. And opposition parties are really stepping it up when it comes to attacking the BJP and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, whether it's the Trinamool through this dharna or the Aam Aadmi Party through posters. But the key question is opposition unity, something that Mamata Banerjee pitched for yesterday. Will there be opposition unity? Will the opposition parties come together to take on the BJP and the Prime Minister Narendra Modi in 2024? That's the question to which answers are still uncertain. With camera person Aniruddha Tripathi and Vedant Agrawal in New Delhi, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
And in Tamil Nadu, protests unfolded in the campus of Chennai's Kalakshetra. In fact, it was the women students who really led these protests on their campus seeking justice following allegations of sexual harassment and toxicity by a new faculty. The management of this prestigious central government-run institution and the National Commission for Women had called these allegations as disinformation after an inquiry by the Internal Complaints Committee. Meanwhile, Kalakshetra will remain closed from Friday amid student protests against sexual harassment allegations. Exams will be held online and hostel will be open till 6th of April. Students have the option to leave. Sam Daniels spoke to the protesters.
We come to you from Kalakshetra in Chennai, where around 200 students are protesting, demanding justice amid sexual harassment allegations against a faculty member, besides complaints of toxicity on campus. And with me, a few students. Thank you all very much for your time. If you can give a sense of the anger in you, why you're all protesting?
Because we want justice. We want justice. What is happening to people, it's not right. It's not holding the value of the institution. We came here to learn, not to face all these things. We want to feel safe. We want to feel protected and be educated.
Your complaint is against?
There is one faculty member, Haripadman, Srinath, Sai and Sanjeev. It's not my individual complaint. It's from the whole student strength.
3 of them.
4 of them.
It's not a sudden complaint. I have studied, I'm a batch of 2024. So I have also heard complaints against the same faculty member, Shri Haripadman. And we have been hearing it for many, many years, but no steps has been taken from the college authority. And now it has gone to a level where students are protesting, but still the administration is not taking any steps. Whereas faculty members who are protecting and supporting the students, they are being threatened that steps will be taken against them.
Give us a sense of what the survivors have gone through.
Oh, there are random chattings or textings or
if you can. No, I think you need to know that when a victim is approached by the mentioned person and the victim denies to, to his whatever he says, then the students have to suffer through the full academic year. Like that student will not get good grades. Students will not take part in any of the dance dramas that he or she is supposed to take because we didn't accept what he said.
And it's been 13 days since fugitive Amritpal is on the run amid a massive police manhunt. And amid all of this, he has yet again put out a video. This time, he went live. And there's an open challenge to the police that is leading this manhunt. He has said he will not surrender. There's been a massive manhunt for him. Several CCTV footage have shown how he's tried to evade the CCTV cameras by either hiding his face with cloth or using the umbrella and moving from place to place. But the police is yet to zero down on him. Meanwhile, it's almost a second video in less than 3 days. And 14 COVID deaths have been reported in the last 24 hours. The R rate of infection is now above 2. Cases are up by over 40% in just the last 24 hours. Doctors have said majority of the cases are mild. Meanwhile, Delhi's chief minister has called for a COVID review meet on Friday.
The number of COVID deaths has hit double digits for the first time since mid-November. 14 deaths were reported in the last 24 hours. This is much higher than the average daily deaths. Till Wednesday, the average was 5 and a week ago it was just 3. 8 of the deaths were in Kerala, which has been seeing 1 to 2 deaths on average or even less in recent weeks. India's cases are also the highest in almost 6 months. But experts say such surges are to be expected and point out healthcare systems are prepared, like in this Delhi hospital.
Being a cyclical viral disease, such surges are expected every few months as immunity wanes and also when the precaution level drops along with associated travel and increased social mingling.
There has been a marginal rise in hospitalizations.
We have seen the patients who are coming to the OPD with just simple RT-PCR reports. They are stable, their oxygen level is normal, and most of these patients don't require indoor care or hospitalization.
These states have contributed the maximum number of cases to India's COVID tally, with Maharashtra witnessing the sharpest single-day rise. The capital, meanwhile, recorded a steep rise in the weekly positivity rate, nearly 13% for the first time in almost 8 months. Amid fears of a new COVID wave, the Delhi government issued an advisory for people with flu symptoms in an emergency review meet today.
देखिए, कल जो कोविड के मामले आए थे उसमें मुख्यमंत्री जी ने आज आदेश दिया था कि एक इमरजेंसी मीटिंग बुलाई जाए। तो हेल्थ डिपार्टमेंट ने अपनी समीक्षा की है। सारी की सारी जो रिपोर्ट हैं वो कल सीएम साहब के सामने रखी जाएंगी। मगर अगर आप अस्पताल जा रहे हैं तो आप मास्क का प्रयोग करें, और अगर आपको कोई कोमॉर्बिडिटी है, आपको कोई गंभीर बीमारी है, आपकी इम्यूनिटी कम है, तो आप मास्क लगाएं। ये हमारी एडवाइजरी है।
So far, there is no mask mandate that has been imposed. However, doctors continue to say that wearing an N95 mask will not only save you from COVID that is rising, but also influenza that is plaguing the nation, and also from toxic air that causes cancer and other respiratory illnesses. In New Delhi with camera person Xavier Thomas, Vedant for NDTV.
And from Pune to World Bank headquarters, Ajay Banga's journey has been quite inspirational as he's going to take over quite unopposed.
From Pune to the World Bank headquarters in Washington, US President Joe Biden's pick, Ajay Banga, is set to become the next president of the World Bank. After no country fielded a candidate till the last date of nomination on Wednesday. He will lead the World Bank at a crucial time when several nations, including the United States, are pushing for reforms in the global lender. The 63-year-old ex-MasterCard CEO has highlighted that his priority will be tackling climate change, financing the transition to clean energy with a focus on ending poverty. Born in Pune, Banga will become the first person of Indian origin to head the World Bank. With an extensive career in the private sector, Banga credits his success to his army officer father.
Two things are critical to success as a leader: humility and humor. I've had some great role models who have taught me that humility, the fact that you can learn, that you can interact, that you can treat everybody with respect, with a hand on their back and not in their face, what we in our company called our decency quotient. Not just your IQ or your EQ, but your DQ.
Banga was the president and CEO of MasterCard for 12 years. Under him, MasterCard's market capitalization grew 13-fold. US President Joe Biden, while nominating him, had said that Ajay Banga is uniquely equipped to lead the World Bank at a critical moment. He also said that Banga has spent 3 decades building and managing successful global companies. Currently serving as the vice chairman at private equity firm General Atlantic, Ajay Banga graduated from St. Stephen's College in Delhi and then got an MBA degree from IIM Ahmedabad. Ajay Banga taking over the top post of the World Bank was expected, as the position has always gone to a US candidate. Now the hope is that Mr. Banga's Indian origin would bring a first-hand understanding of the challenges that developing countries face in tackling poverty and climate change. But it's a challenging time to head the World Bank after the pandemic and the Ukraine war led to more economic troubles and poverty in several countries. Many say that it's the future of the World Bank that's at stake with this next appointment. Priyanshi Sharma for NDTV.